The Kaipara Kai Hub is an on-the-ground support hub in the Dargaville region, established to drive innovation, economic returns and community well-being. They work alongside landowners, including local iwi te Roroa, supporting them in their vision to sustainably manage their land to grow profits and capabilities for their people.
The Kaipara Kai Hub was set up as part of a council program, or in a PGF funded program called the Kaipara Kickstart, which looked at food production as a way of increasing the economic resilience of the community. And in particular, they set about doing research which actually was community good research, which actually looked at the soils and the climate, and also a number of food production options that the community could look at and engage with. And the Kaipara Kai Hub was set up to support those research initiatives. The balance between looking at horticulture or agriculture really comes down to the individual that we're working with. Horticulture in the primary industry in the Kaipara is very strong. There's kumara grown, and sheep and beef and dairy are very strong within the area already. Some of our role is to support those industries in terms of helping them along, and then engaging with them. It's really understanding what they are after. So for someone to go from agriculture, dairy into horticulture is quite a risk for them. And so therefore we'll be looking at products that align, that they're more comfortable with. A lot of it comes down to what the individual that we're dealing with is looking at in terms of success, what they want to achieve from their land or from their business, and how best that we can support them in the short term and then the medium to long term. There is a significant amount of untapped potential in the area. I believe that there is upwards of 130,000 hectares of land that is at the moment currently underutilised, and all of that land could be utilised for some aspect of food production. Since opening in March 2020, we've engaged with over 300 landowners and stakeholders, and they vary in production from small holdings, lifestyle properties, right through into significant dairy farms and sheep and beef stations that are looking to diversify their product. One of the main focuses of the Kai Hub was to engage with local Māori, iwi and hapu. With Te Roroa, we saw the opportunity to investigate horticulture as a potential opportunity for them. Again, they've got a huge amount of land holdings that they are looking at diversification. And so we've undertaken a number of smaller trials with them.
We own 7 farms, and they're from the Hokianga in the north down to the Kaipara district. And we mainly run beef farms. We also have a forest business using Pinus radiata, so mainly exotic forests. We also have an environmental arm, so we do a lot of environmental contracting to government agencies. We also do our own environmental work, so we have established a 900 hectare restoration project, and we manage that alongside of our river restoration project as well. We're also involved in other environmental projects like on the Dune Lakes, the rivers, and more recently in Kauri dieback, so we have a heavy presence in that space. We also have a tourism arm, and we have a campground, and we run an ambassador program in the Waipoua Forest, especially in and around Tāne Mahuta, and we also have a beekeeping business as well. We first heard about the Kaipara Kai Hub through our connections with Kaipara District Council. We are looking into horticulture specifically as a pilot project because we have no idea what we can grow on our land at the moment. I mean, historically, our iwi were horticulturalists. We were growers. We weren't really farmers, sort of several hundred years ago, but we knew how to grow kumara and other crops, liwai, potatoes, that sort of thing. What we want to do now is trying to work out what else we can grow on our land. Our pilot project at the moment is looking into peanuts. We're growing soya beans. We're soon to go into looking at arable crops such as watermelon, pumpkin, those sorts of things. So it's all around finding out what are the better crops for us to grow on our land and work towards a different sort of activity on our whenua which will help us move into a more environmentally sustainable space. Food security is a main play for us. You know, the rise of COVID-19 saw that we needed to have the opportunity to provide more options for our iwi moving forward, not only from an economic space, but also from the ability for us to be able to provide food to our people, which we have been able to do through our COVID-19 response. So we see a horticultural and beef program is working in synergy together moving forward, so that we've got that option around what we can do with our land, knowing where we can do this and how best we can use our whenua to deliver. And, you know, one of the biggest things for us too is the utilisation of water. How can we do that well, knowing that we've got pretty good resources in our space?